Greetings, Captains, and welcome back to another episode of Starfleet Command. Orion Pirates. I'm your Admiral Tyrek of the carrier USS Wasp and the heavy battlecruiser USS MacArthur as we continue operations against the Romulan Star Empire. Specifically, we are targeting the planet of 23-9, and we have recently come home to resupply, repair, because, well, sometimes you lose fighter shuttles, and it's incredibly annoying to have to reset them up. So let's quickly dart in here, get ourselves a couple more missiles loaded into the base. We're all good on these. We're all good here. We're all good here. So let's set out to the map to attempt to continue our engulfing campaign. And we do actually make it into the area before all hell breaks loose, and we will accept the planetary assault. It may not be the best plan ever. After all, if we don't have Gordon reinforcements and we do run into a PLPH, it's gonna be a little bit difficult. Set that red alert, increase speed. We're escorted by a BHC and a GCS, was it? That's not it. A CSF. So a fast cruiser of some description, I believe, as well as a heavy battlecruiser. The heavy battlecruiser will be useful. That'll be nice to have. We're going to set ourselves up with our proper shuttles and our speed that we must burn at in order to maintain enemy combatants. And squaring off against a heavy cruiser, another heavy cruiser, and the planet itself. According to the fleet screen, the planet is PLPH-8, which is not grand, a Firehawk, and a Super Kinghawk? S-U-K? It might just be a Super Hawk. I don't know if they made like a Super Kinghawk or anything like that. But we're gonna go meet up with the Gorn first because it's safer to fly behind them. Quickly give me this view and probes away. That way I can figure out exactly what's going on. Quickly pop in here, make sure I'm not flying right for an asteroid. Good, even if I get all messed up, I will still travel in a straight line away from damage and not smash into that asteroid there. Do you have D-type plasma torpedoes? That's all we need to know. No? And no. Awesome. So the enemy hasn't quite yet learned that bringing vessels without D-type plasma torpedoes to this fight is moderately suicidal. I mean, they can still shoot down the fighters, and they are very good about trying to do that, but the D-type plasma torpedo makes life much, much easier on them. Our first pair of shuttles is ready. Let us set up another pair of shuttles. Continue to build at all times, and we're going to go up to a 6 on the electronic countermeasure system, and make sure that we power up the shields just a little bit. Give them enough power so that they can take any sort of incoming fire. Did I see that they had deployed pseudo-frigates? I don't know. I thought I saw the icon in the corner. Guess not. Although I don't think Hawks and Super Hawks carry pseudo-frigates. Alright, so it does look like our little fast cruiser is zipping on up here as fast as he can. For a fast cruiser, he still does have an R-type plasma torpedo and pseudo-frigates. So, that ain't nothing. And I think there might be something messed up about my sound. Yeah. Yes, I was watching movies and needed the sound increased. But now we are playing games and we need the sound a little bit less. Oh, so apparently the Chromaticon also is carrying his own group, and there they go, they have launched their torpedoes. Oh, that's a lot of torpedoes, if Chromaticon doesn't disappear right now. Okay, good shots from MacArthur. Now that they've gone into a cloak, I'm going to pull the MacArthur off station, let him engage at will. That way he can do whatever it is he needs doing. We are, after all, going to be hanging to the edge of this fight. I knew they were out there. Oh, I absolutely knew they were out there. Okay, missiles, away. Photon torpedoes, proximity mode. How are we doing? Range, get me under 20 for greater accuracy. Quad shot. Oh, only hit with 2 of them. I really wanted to hit with more to actually fully kill them. These missiles will destroy their target, unless one of these guys decloaks, which they might. And he's come out of cloak? Or no, he just got flashed open. Yeah, every time one of those guys, every time one of his pseudo-frigates comes out, they flash him open. So let's go on the full-out attack. You're not really the one that I care about. I actually am more concerned about this one over here. The main reason being he's got 4 plasma torpedoes, he's got 2. So the S and the F I view as a better setup than, you know, twin R-type plasma torpedoes. Yeah, they're the same amount of damage and power, but I like having more weapons. Makes them more flexible. Hi, is there still an interceptor running around? There is, okay. And you? Oh no, the X-Welder was just firing weapons into him. Wait till we get past this, and then we'll send weaponry over his way. I hope the angle's right on that, but if not, we're about to lose a whole bunch of missiles for no reason. Luckily, he did turn in the direction that we needed. Excellent. So they have ripped open a hole in his shields, which will be excellent, and we will exploit it shortly with our phasers. Fire in through that. Try and get something going here. Dump a mine. Get him to kind of panic just a little bit. He won't be super terrified of what's coming. Oh, he's coming out of cloak now. Oh, come on. Bring around, bring around, bring around. He does have a single F-type plasma torpedo ready to go, and I have an open stern that he can shoot into, which I have no doubt that he's going to attempt to do. Let's pull away. Let's actually get some speed up going as well. Did you fire that plasma torpedo to my address? You did. That is an interesting choice. How far is that? 15? And that's 9. Yeah, we're going to just set tracks and run. Let's go. I'm going to reserve this off for now. I may turn this back on because I'll take this hit. I may need to turn it on for this one. While we're at it, let's lob a couple of missiles in his direction. I don't know if they'll make it all the way out there, but I can try. Fighters are still doing well, and it looks like his plasma... Whoa. Looks like his plasma torpedo died off. Photon torpedoes are ready to go in proximity mode, and we're not going to be able to get the angle that I want. I'd like to be right in front of him to get through that down shield, but doesn't look like that's going to happen. We are within a range of 30. That's pretty decent accuracy, so photon torpedoes away. Got 3 good hits on that, and we'll slow the ship down. First of the defender ships is destroyed. How's my not pseudo-frigates? How's the fighters doing? They would be insulted if they heard that I called them pseudo-frigates. Fighters are way cooler than pseudo-frigates. Not more realistic, but cooler. More missiles to launch into the fray, make sure that he gets all the barrels. I'm really surprised he's not cloaking because, you know, he doesn't have any plasma torpedoes ready, and the AI is normally pretty good about that. Fighters coming through and finishing them off. Oh, it's Gatling phasers, man. The Gatling phasers are just incredible. You get that many connected onto so few fighters, and you're just going to have a field day. So let's call them all home, get them rearmed, prepared as we head on towards this planet. This is going to be a big, powerful, scary planet, isn't it? Well, we know it's a PLPH, so this will be 4 Plasma S torpedoes, 8 Phaser 4s, and 16 Phaser 3s, all in one nice little package, also containing super heavy shields, which, frankly, we're not going to be able to get through. Please come home. If you don't come home, I'm going to be annoyed, because... Defend this target. Come on, turn off, turn off. And now... return to me. Every so often the AI gets a little bit confused about where I want the fighters to go, despite the fact that I was pretty darn clear in telling the fighters to come back to me. Does look like he is focusing a lot of firepower on me, which is interesting. I can't really blame him. I mean, my carrier is, after all, terrifying and beautiful, a combination of all things. However, I don't necessarily believe that it's going to be all that dangerous to them. Come on home. Back inside the base. Alrighty. We're not yet in range to fire photon torpedoes, so we're just going to increase the speed of time, let things run along as they may. How much energy do I have in that forward shield? 13 points. Yeah, from this range we'll be fine. So as soon as we can, at a distance of 55, we will be able to continue. We will be able to begin to engage with photon torpedoes. But until we hit that point, we're just going to have to wait. I'm also moving over to this point of the planet. Photon torpedoes. It looks like we got a couple of good hits, so that they have to spread their shield reinforcement around just a little bit. That way, we will eventually whittle them down, which is something that we all desire to do at some point in time. We only have 9.5 points of energy in this forward shield, although... Oh, yes. I had forgotten. He's going to be equipping R-type plasma torpedoes, and he will use them. Oh, we knocked out the shields with proximity photon torpedoes. Holy crap. Okay, so we are actually going to focus on this side. That. And then that. Aha! Face my terrifying barrage. I'm going to slow down the speed of time just a little bit so I can sort of calculate what I'm doing here. And photon torpedoes aren't yet going to be well, I should have waited just a little bit on this launch. That way I could have photon torpedoed just in advance of these missiles getting within range. Maybe stun something offline. A bunch of them got through, 48 damage worth, and they're only Type 1 warheads. Only one of the photon torpedoes managed to actually hit, and I am at a distance of 15.2. All weapons, engage. We're just going to keep blasting away. And we have 20 points of power in that forward shield, because at the end of the day, we are a dreadnought. Get me to just within 15. Yeah, that does put me in a bracket that I think he does more damage to me, but I want to be here so I can keep shooting. Oh, maximum speed of time if you don't mind. Yeah, missiles are getting through. Probes away. Tell me exactly what we're doing to this thing. Apparently, we've just managed to find a hole in his interstellar defenses. And if I'm just going to continue to slam missiles on through, I'm going to keep firing. Oh, we got cascade failure right there. And now R-type plasma torpedoes to follow up. Hitting for nice big points of damage, 70 damage, which means those would have hit with 100 had he had been closer. Show me the Marines, because I think we've got, not quite yet, but we're working on it. Got him down to 15 of 30, so not doing too badly here, slamming even more heavy weapons into him. I'm really surprised he hasn't, like, immediately opened up with heavy weapons, but apparently he doesn't have a whole heck of a lot of heavy weapons left. So let's just get, well, within range. We've hit the point where really we can just get close enough to him to slam him with all our heavy weapons and be within transporter range the moment all things break loose. I'm going to shut off the missile launchers. We're going to start saving rounds and stick to energy armament only here. Yeah, and photon torpedoes unfortunately need to go to normal mode. Now we're hitting them for maximum damage here. And slow down. Alrighty, so select all weapons. Now unselect the missile launcher because it doesn't work. Well, not the missile launcher, the anti-missile defense system, because it shows that we can shoot, even though it can't shoot at like actual ships. Although that would be cool. I think it'd be pretty interesting if we could like order the anti-missile launcher, the anti-missile defense system, to fire at ships for small amounts of chip damage. Probably end up causing a lot of critical hits eventually, because you're just rolling a whole bunch of times with it. Would probably be broken as all heck. So we're just going to sit here and wait for the planet to fall to our mighty Marines. And I realize I should have picked up more Marines, because I can only do this one more time before I'm basically out of Marines. I have 7, which means I can do this twice more, theoretically. As long as we knock the planet down to 2 each time, we can beam over just enough in order to take over the planet. Because you need at least 3. Otherwise, they fight you to a standstill, and the AI is not so good about this. Although I suppose I could hop over to the Kirov. So 495, and we've got it to 24. Might be a little bit longer. A patrol operation is what we're doing now. So let's set out on our merry way. See what we run into. Red alert and increase the speed. Let's target you, or a light cruiser or a heavy cruiser. Gee, I wonder who's more dangerous to me. Prep you. And so we have an Orion vessel, and what are you? Show me the fleet screen. You're a Firehawk. With pseudo-frigates, it does look like, because I think the Dash P is a pseudo-frigate upgrade. They might be the whatchamacallits, the pseudo-frigates that just sort of latch on to the outer hull using tractor clamps or something. There is something like that, where like heavy cruisers can just start carrying 2 pseudo-frigates around, because basically the pseudo-frigates lock themselves onto the outer hull. I don't know if that slows them down or anything. It seemed like that would make sense, but let's set up our defensive systems and also our offensive countermeasure system, because at the end of the day, plasma torpedoes don't give a darn no matter how well you seem to think you are defended. Also, it does look like he's going for these 2 vessels, with which we have found another one. He's a Mauler. Okay, so it looks like the P is an upgrade to a Mauler. He still makes him the most dangerous thing on this map right now, even though it's only 2 F-type plasma torpedoes, because he's a lot more dangerous than an OCCR and an FLPH, which is, yeah, you're gonna die. You're gonna die horribly. Let's see if we can't pick up the speed. How much energy do I have? I have energy for days. I don't, but I can pretend I have energy for days. The first set of our shuttles is ready. We will immediately begin prepping another one, just in case. You never know when suddenly the situation that you thought you had control over, you don't really have any control over. And I think it might be time to launch the fighters. Let them dart on in here, get in on him as fast as they can. So let's deploy in the most aggressive formation they can be. 2, 3, you're at 5 as well, and 4. So everybody is at full strength, and I really hope you don't have an anti-missile defense system. I know this one doesn't, but he also doesn't, but, you know, pirates, you never know. Photon torpedoes, select proximity mode, no defense shift, fire, long range, just sort of get his attention. Fire a shot across his bow. Not a single one hit. Should have been a 33% chance from this range. So, not particularly happy with you. I will have my fighters deal with you. He did fire the Mauler. They're basically going to rip the guts out of each other by the time I get there. Well, maybe not. The heavy cruiser's probably going to be in almost perfect shape, because I don't see this light cruiser managing to do much of anything to him. Let's stay on target. And our second set of shuttles is ready, so we're not going to prep any more of that. This is just a general open patrol. So Wild Weasel ready, Scatterback ready, don't need them, probably, hopefully. Cross your fingers. Guys, stay focused. We want the heavy cruiser. Don't give a crap about the light cruiser. Save your Gatling phasers, save your photon torpedoes, and I think that I was clear, wasn't I? Kill. 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 And if you don't mind, please kill. Not you. I need to wait for you to get in closer range. Photon torpedoes are about to be ready. He's got a decent... How did you miss all of that? No, seriously, we're at a 50% accuracy range here. Maybe he's not putting anything into... There we go. We hit everything, single shot, but he should have hit half of that as well. Please do not waste your firepower on him. He's worthless. He does have an anti-missile defense system. Okay, I can understand your trepidation. Fire the missiles. Oh, you jerk. Yeah, guys, I may have to call you home right now. This is going to be difficult. Return home. They have enough ammunition for another run. I'm not going to waste it. I'm not going to risk it. I want them home. I want them inside so that they're prepped and ready to rock. I'm pulling you out of formation. Go kill. Do what needs doing. And we're actually in a really aggressive position here. Hi, I'm going to tank you. You were fake anyway, so I don't care. All weapons. Do I not have any weapons? Oh, because I burned out your plasma torpedo. That's why I didn't hit. It was actually real, but you know, we killed it. Hi, bye. I think, yeah, you do have a wild weasel. I don't really care. Phasers, anything into him before he can... No, he's just gonna cloak. And that opens up the MacArthur like a can opener, which is somewhat annoying because the MacArthur really shouldn't be taking hits like that. Slow down a little bit. Let's get the phasers involved just as soon as they can. Yeah, the Gatling pretty much burned down his entire capability. Although, since you're going to decloak, I'm going to hit you first. Photon to pierce normal mode, if you don't mind. Able to get quite a few hits on through there, and I anticipate that this Gatling phaser volleys are going to kill you. As soon as I get within range. It's a super short range weapon. It's very, very effective, though. Last target. Hi, you're it. I don't anticipate you have another wild weasel. But that'll kill my... It didn't, surprisingly. Phasers, anything? No, not quite. But the MacArthur's got the job done. Thumbs up, MacArthur. With any luck, my fighters were all finished. They were not. Ooh. I may not get 5 full squadrons. Although I do have to return home kind of soon anyway because I need more Marines. That was our basic major limiting factor on the length of this mission. We need Marines. Alrighty, so we're starting to get another encirclement going on. We've got a little bit of a half hook going here. Another planetary assault. Jump on this. Gonna hit them with everything we can. Ton of bricks. That's how we roll. Ready for operations. Red alert. I almost thought it was about to spawn me inside that. Looks like we're being escorted by a CS. Not sure. And another BCH, the Thunder Child. One of my favorite names in this game. We've got another heavy cruiser and another heavy cruiser and a planet, which according to the fleet screen is a PL-14, completely undefended. We do have a Regal Hawk here, as well as a KEX. I don't know what that means. King Eagle. Oh, King Eagle capital X. Oh, I got you. Just a little slow on the uptake on that one. Sorry. We will prep shuttles for the shuttle god. And make sure the forward shield gets reinforced. Thank you, because I don't need everything else around it. Let's go up to 6 points of electronic countermeasure. Because, again, plasma torpedoes don't care about how much electronic warfare you're pumping out. They're going to hit you every single time. Frustrating, yes, but we learned to work around it. Ooh, we got another group over here. A dreadnought and a heavy cruiser. The dreadnought looks to be old, though, and it is. It is a KVL, a light dreadnought, so pretty much a super heavy cruiser. And another Firehawk. Okay, let's meet up with the Gorn here. Unfortunately, I don't know if that dreadnought is going to have any escorts. You shouldn't. King Eagles, I am 90% sure, will not have the D-type plasma torpedo. With that said, I should really get my fighters active. Yeah, defend me. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm checking to see how many fighters we got in each squadron. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we got full squadrons still. Excellent. We can fight this. Scatter pack is ready to rock, as is our first Wild Weasel. We will prep another set, because I really get the feeling we're going to need it. They have launched their interceptor fighters, and they're probably going to launch theirs soon as well. Let's see if we can find out. Whoa, already? Well, you are King Eagle. It's kind of the only thing you've got going for you. Can I see other enemies? They have launched their pseudo-frigates. Alright, so it's time to target. Missiles, engage at range. Looks like these guys are not carting pseudo-frigates. Excellent, that'll work. So we've got 2 groups of pseudo-frigates in the background, probably from the KVL. Let's pick up speed. And I'm going to wait a little bit longer before I pull the MacArthur out of formation. And the reason is, we've got these guys bearing down on us and they want me. Looks like a whole bunch of plasma torpedoes completely wasted there. The King Eagle able to... oh, wow. Holy crap. So he's a mauler. Let's pull away and build up the distance. Not going to commit my fighters yet, however, I am going to commit the MacArthur, enter formation, well, exit formation and go after whatever you need to go after. Plasma torpedoes being launched en masse. He managed to block the biggest ones, so there was that going for him. If I can drag him away, that'll work out really good. So we have a scatter pack shuttle ready to go. And I do want to continue to lay into this squadron, so you, missiles away. We're going to work the outside edges. We're not going to get close yet. It's too risky to try and get close here. I do want to commit my fighters on him, but I don't want to do it until after they cloak. I'm going to keep him on defend me. They're doing combat aerospace patrol in case anybody gets anywhere near me. You do not have D-type plasma torpedoes, and you're super exposed. Alright, I'm calling it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get in there, my little vultures. I wish we had more fighter variety, and I don't mean anything crazy. Well, maybe it's crazy. I want prowlers, essentially. I don't know if there's anything akin to that in this game normally, in Starfleet battles, but I want electronic warfare fighters, basically, that go in and give my fighters a greater chance of getting through runs like that without getting hit. They did manage to just utterly open him up, and unfortunately, they are now need to come home right now, please. 2, 3, get back here right now, because if you're too close to him, he's going to make your life a living hell. Those missiles got in anyway. I love it. Okay. He doesn't have a shuttle bay, so I could fully commit to this and drop my scatter pack on him. But I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to hold off on that one. Photon torpedoes in proximity mode. Now I'm going to drop my shuttle. And I'm going to wait, prepare for the missile barrage. Unfortunately, I'm heading towards that Regal Hawk. I don't want to. Wait. Now! Okay, a little bit mistimed, but close enough. Regal Hawk is not heading in my direction. Excellent. So, I think I got you. He has no shuttle bay. He shouldn't be able to drop a shuttle. Now, the game has, on occasion, cheated and been able to drop shuttles anyway, but I'm really hoping he doesn't get the opportunity. Oh, lovely. Okay, so we took out the Dreadnought pretty much on our own, and then one of the Hawks went down. Excellent timing. So we are managing to really knock them apart. Looks like his shuttles, MacArthur's shields are still fully operational. That's excellent news. And he is dented, and he is not really dented at all. So the King Eagle has managed to stay on the edge of this fight and not take too much damage so far. Is that going into the enemy? I think it is. Yup, it is. So we've got just the King Eagle left. Under cloak, no lock at all, and he has some serious shielding going on. So basically this ship here, the KEX, is what they have done with the King Eagle for 3 generations. So the King Eagle, they initially took it, and then they gave it a warp engine, because I do believe that this is a subspace design initially. And then they started improving it, and now we've gotten to the X area, so they've taken the same bloody hull and given even better reactors, which is funny to me. Let's get some missiles going on out here. We got 4 more shots coming in towards him. The Perdix. How long until I can launch my fighters? Shortly. Well, I could do it now, but I'd prefer not to. Please don't. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Luckily, he's now facing away from me. So, fighters, go on in. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Ooh, God. Slow down. Turn. Either a fake or we managed to get every single piece of that one. Photon torpedoes to normal load. Open them up. And phasers. I've got 1 phaser left, basically. Break off. Don't hit that mine, or I'll hit the mine for you. Whew! Just an absolute blistering barrage of photon torpedoes. Now, to be fair, fighter photon torpedoes are not as powerful as normal ones, but that's still a lot of photon torpedoes. So let's quickly get everybody back on home. There's really no point to keeping them with me. First of all, this planet doesn't have any real defenses. And second of all, I swear to God, you are just the most annoying. Defend him. Return to me. They get a little confused when their target's killed, apparently. Now where are you going?
We'll cover you.
Now return to me. Come on. Just get back on board the ship, guys. Let's not make this awkward. I think they're going to make this awkward. Now turn on in. Here's the bay. Right here. Slow down the speed of time. Maybe that's confusing them. Because that confuses a lot of things. Okay. Defend him. Return to me. Just get your butt back in this shuttle bay, or otherwise I will have to have words with you, mister. Fighters. They are moderately glitchy.
Returning now.
Come on, just come back to the ship, guys. I don't want to risk you. If you get too close to that planet, you could die. I'm not even kidding. You very well could die.
Returning now.
Because the planet has still 8 phaser 3s, and that could kill you. Granted, I have little worry that they'll actually get that close. Oh, for Christ's sake. Harass mode. stay at range and plink away. If you actually hit this planet, I'm going to be furious. Mainly I want to return him just so I can make sure that he doesn't lose any fighters on the way back. Photon torpedoes, please. Proximity fire, thank you. And R-type plasma torpedoes. Hi, how far have... You've only gotten 10 guys down since, you know, I showed up here. And I'm not even 100% convinced that they didn't have less than... that they didn't have 20 to begin with anyway. So let's just chug on in here. Start to slow down, start to slow down. We can't get too close, otherwise bad things won't happen. Lots of photon or plasma torpedoes. 108 damage to be dealt there. We're at 12. We need to get you down a little bit further, if at all possible. Wait for it. 6, 5. I'll stop. Don't get any closer than that. Well, actually, no. Get closer than that. I'm going to get within Gatling photon torpedo range. Normal, or Gatling photon... That would be interesting. And kind of technically in the lore, that's actually a thing. Sort of, ish. I'm speaking, of course, of the rapid photon torpedo on the Akira and later the Sovereign class. No, the G-type plasma, or G-type phaser is still not quite in range with that one. I'm getting too close to this planet, and it's scary. Planets are terrifying things. Hi. You're down to 3. I just want to get in just in range. There we go. There we go. Go, Marines. We got enough to do this one more time. And then we're done. So we really kind of have to go home. Now-ish. Come on, Marines. Finish him off. Also, turn away from the planet just in case, I don't know, I accidentally hit the speed-up key or something. Slowly. Look at how long it takes to turn this ship when it's not moving. Oh, it is incredibly slow. Planet captured. Excellent work, everybody. We have managed to steal yet another planet right out of the underneath from the jaws of the enemy. Victory is, of course, assured. What you gonna give me? 495 prestige for our troubles, and the planet is currently sitting at a Empire defense of 19. We will take it shortly, and once we do, then we'll be down to a station, and we're just going to start working through the back corner, mainly so the ISC doesn't get to steal any of the Romulan Star Kingdom, because we want it first. Anyway, that's going to do it for today's episode. I've been T-Rex. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to receive a notification every time I release one of these videos, press that little bell icon, leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next episode.